I'm Eric. I'm a game designer, and today we're going to review the game design of Grounded. Discuss the world design of Grounded, how to help you orientate yourself within the environment, and how the narrative perspective allows you to create your own stories while still having personality and character. Grounded is a 3D early access survival game. Your body has been downsized tremendously, and now you're the same size as most insects. It's up to you to survive for now, and find a way to turn your body back to normal proportions. What makes Grounded so unique is its setting, and how the setting is utilized in both its design and the narrative aspects. The idea of being lost in our own backyard is something we can relate to, something we've heard in stories. Grounded does everything it can to provide us with an accurate simulation of our imagination, by ensuring that ideas we had ourselves are constantly reflected back into the game. It is always a pleasant surprise to discover something you imagined yourself, or something you can relate to. Because we can relate to the concepts, and we can recognize specific elements within the environment because we've seen it before in real life. The sense of meaning and discovery is increased, because this resource you just found doesn't merely have value within the game's context, in terms of how much health or energy it provides you, but it also has sentimental value with a sense of surprise. You have interacted with this object in real life, but now that you're small, how do those interactions work? How do they differ from our previous interactions outside of the game? The discoveries you make carry a sense of familiarity, and because of its familiarity, it sparks curiosity. Grounded plays into this through its narrative design, by presenting story and context from the character's perspective, but also through environmental storytelling. By combining both, the game adds personality, but still leaves you plenty of room to interpret the environment, and the connections and stories which can derive from there. The main character's dialogue is there to remind you of the context of the world, where you are and what you're doing. It is also there to guide you through the experience, to provide you with comments on what to do next, or options you can explore. Additionally, the dialogue provides feedback for your actions, feedback for the moment-to-moment gameplay, and the choices which you make. This way, the actions and decisions you make feel much more consequential. Grounded's world and level design is manufactured to indirectly guide you through the experience. Excursioning through a jungle of grass and plants could be quite disorienting, but Grounded reduces this confusion through areas and points of interest. Wherever you may be in the garden, you can always look up and something will stick out. A tree, a house, or another object. They all help you understand your positioning within the environment. They are points of interest you may have been to before, so now when you're lost, you always have these points to go back to, without ever having to use your map. Additionally, areas within the garden have varying biomes, different types of weed or bugs, which allows you to identify in which biome you're currently, and allows you to make an approximate estimation of the positioning of other biomes relative to your current position. Lastly, what Grounded does so well to discourage you from going to specific areas before you're ready is through enemy design and enemy placement. Since you're constantly taking down bugs, you have an understanding of your power level. The moment you discover a bigger bug, a bug you recognize, you have a predetermined understanding of whether you're going to be strong enough or not, because of the anatomy of this bug, and their strength relative to other bugs. If you know you have difficulties taking down 5 ticks, how are you ever going to take down a beetle? This estimation of difficulty is more problematic in other games, because we don't have an immediate association with the creature, and can only deduct the corresponding challenge based on the aesthetics of the enemy. But in Grounded we just know. We have these tingly spider senses going on, warning us that something dangerous is up ahead. Grounded simplifies and makes survival games more accessible, whilst retaining player agency. Since the concept and context of the world is so recognizable, we can make associations and assumptions. You are interacting with known concepts, but what drives you forward and pushes you to explore even more is the surprise of seeing how this world reacts differently because of your size. Grounded takes your hand and wants you to test your assumptions by giving you the opportunity to explore and build in ways that you want to, but always giving you an idea of where you are, what you can interact with, and how strong you really are. Thank you so much for watching another episode of Game Designer Plays. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. And then I hope to see you back in my next video. See you there. Bye bye.